Oh, smell that? It's Olympic pheromones. Competitive juices are flowing again. It must mean Mitch Larkin's live in studio. Yes, Mitch Larkin.
Good morning, guys. Thanks for having me.
I've noticed that you, Lakey, have adorned yourself with a piece of jewellery that's been in the studio for a while.
Oh, sorry. Yeah, just my runner-up at the River City Classic Pickleball Tournament. 3.5 and above. Happened a few weeks ago. No big deal.
Oh, what a rally.
Sorry, I accidentally just pressed that. That was just a commentary from the River City Classic. Sorry.
Yeah, the medal actually caught my eye. It's a nice piece of silverware you've got there.
Yeah,
so.
Silver, because it was runner-up. Just getting that across the line.
How dare both of you? Silverware.
There's nothing wrong with silver, don't get me wrong.
Oh, God.
Hey, it's exciting, Mitch, because you've just hung up the Speedos. It must be an incredibly interesting time in your life, considering that you would have dedicated your whole life, I'd assume, to swimming, and with the Paris Games just wrapping up.
Absolutely. So, I sadly made the call to sort of end a 15-year sporting career in the pool, and, very fortunate. I look back, I was able to go to 3 Olympics, and then, sadly, sort of 12 months ago, I had to go under the knife and get some surgery on my shoulder, and the challenge, my surgeon basically said, look, coming back from that's going to be pretty tough, but I sort of said, no, I can do it, and, stuck in the water for another 12 months. Tried recently at the Brisbane swimming, Australian titles to qualify for my 4th Olympics in Paris, but unfortunately just missed it, and then said, you know what, it's time to move on and hang up the togs. And, I've since sort of transitioned into funds management at Trilogy Funds, so based in Brisbane, which has been a fantastic opportunity. There's been plenty of new experiences, new challenges, but as you said, it's hard to beat those competitive juices. Us athletes would understand it.
Oh, my, you.
That,
I run sometimes, Mitch. How dare you? So pickleball is what you decided to pivot to.
Yeah, absolutely.
What was that decision? Was it something that you had your eye on while you were swimming? And
yeah, so I've heard about the sport. Obviously, it's been growing in such popularity. It's the fastest growing sport in America in 2021, 22, 23. Wow. And I actually think it'll also grab the title in 2024 as the fastest growing sport in America. So I've certainly known about the sport. I've played a couple of games of tennis, but I think the big attraction is the ease of the game. As I said, I've spent, probably the better of 15 years waking up nice and early, jumping in the pool in a cold winter morning. So forget those days. It's all about that social aspect, jumping on court. I'm actually playing in the mixed double championships at the 2024 Trilogy Funds Australian Pickleball Championships.
Oh, the Aussie champs. Yeah, I'll be there. 2nd to the 7th of October on the Goldie. I'll be there. Yeah, absolutely.
Trying to regain your title?
Well, I might play mixed doubles with young Catherine Ann, my girlfriend, as well, because I thought, you're right. It's so easy to pick up, and that's part of why it grows so easy. It's not like tennis where you kind of got to have lessons for about 6 months before you can have a decent rally. Beginners can play, experts can play. Experts can play with beginners. Young Catherine Ann, she didn't realise I could hear her on the phone to her dad. And she's like, yeah, I actually gave him a bit of a run for his money. And I couldn't hold it. I had to storm in. I said, I was hitting it in your head zone.
I don't know what those words mean.
You want a piece of the 4.5?
It sounds like you maybe need to take a breath.
I'm just making a statement how easy pickleball is. So easy
Mitch.
that a complete beginner would assume that they could almost be an expert because the expert's hitting it in the head zone.
True.
That's how easy the sport is to play.
Well, if you can play it, a monkey could play it, right? You, not Mitch, obviously.
I'm going to come back with gold in 4 years' time, and I will show all of you.
Well, that's the whole thing. I mean, this could be potentially a future Olympic sport, right?
Absolutely. As I said, it's the fastest growing sport in Australia, and you saw obviously skateboarding, speed climbing, and then breakdancing, sort of kangaroo hopping its way to Paris.
That.
So look, with the popularity of pickleball, I think there's a potential that it could be the next sport in Brisbane. And like I said, I've retired from a swimming career, but there's a potential for a comeback on the pickleball court in Brisbane.
Boys doubles, 2032.
Oh, sorry, I'm actually playing with ray gun, so I'm retaken. What do you think about that? She's doing the interview on the project, and I just spoke about it before. Yeah, any connection with Rachel Gunn?
No, never. We've never actually, unfortunately, crossed paths, but I sort of, messaged all the guys that were over there and said, they really got around her. I think everyone saw the footage of that closing ceremony, and sort of everyone was doing their own breakdancing. So, I feel for her. She obviously stepped out, took a risk. It's a new sport. No one really knew what to expect. And I think she, flew the Australian flag quite proud. And, I think she should look back. And we always have a saying, once an Olympian, always an Olympian. And, it's crazy to think that there could be a pickleball Olympian out there soon to
listening.
absolutely
Right in
listening.
studio.
And if you pledge, if I win gold in 2032 at the Pickleball Championships, I promise to also hop around like a kangaroo.
The victory lap around the court.
Do the Qantas logo. Hey, Mitch, thanks for coming in, and best of luck at the Aussie Champs. I'll probably see you down there as well. 2nd to the 7th of October, the 2024 Trilogy Funds Australian Pickleball Championships. Best of luck. Thanks for coming in this morning, man.
Yeah, thank you very much for having me, and I might see you on the court. We might look eye to eye across the net, and absolutely. We look forward to crowning the like you said, 2024 Trilogy Funds Australian Pickleball Champion.
Good luck, boys.
Very nice.